Us here at noon on your Friday. Welcome to almost the weekend here, Austin Evans.
Almost the weekend indeed. And at least this stuff that's falling out of the sky won't follow us into the weekend.
That stuff is what, sleet right now. I think we've determined a little bit of a wintry mix.
Yeah, we got a wintry mix moving through Kentucky, and no major impacts are being seen from what I can tell. And actually the large amount of sleet that you're seeing pop up right at the start of the loop has since gone away. And we are warming up here at the surface, so I'm not expecting any of this to really impact travel in a great way, but we could see some slick spots, and it looks like it's trying to rain, and portions of Taylor County are kind of right where Taylor, Marion, and LaRue counties meet. And it is a weather impact alert day due to this mess, and we are expecting some late snow bursts, and we could see some of those early Saturday morning. We're just not expecting them to be very impactful. Drive with caution, of course. And here is a live look at a still very, very icy Ohio River from our Bachman Auto Group U of L Health camera. We're right at 33 degrees here in the metro, just a tick above freezing, and that's pretty much the case everywhere. A few places ever so slightly below freezing, looking at you, LaGrange, but not all that bad, and we are beginning to warm up in the southern zones of Kentuckiana. When it rains at 38 degrees, it's just not fun. It's a little breezy out there, so it feels a little colder due to that wind chill. Looking ahead to your Saturday, it's looking colder than today, highs near 30, but at least it's looking mainly dry. The details on your weekend and next week coming in just a few minutes.
Austin, thank you. We've learned 22 Kentuckians have died as a result of this winter weather. That's the latest from Governor Andy Beshear. He said more Kentuckians have died from the lingering ice and cold than the winter storm itself. The map on your screen showing the locations of where those deaths have been reported, and all people ranging in age from their 30s to 92, most recently from counties like Hart, Madison, Hardin, Grayson, Floyd, and Leslie counties. We are taking a look at the garbage piling up in some Louisville neighborhoods, stuck behind ice and snow, meaning drivers can't make their regular pickups. Metro Public Works acknowledged it had to cancel 2 service days because of that weather, but then said collection is back on schedule now. We told them about one Beachmont homeowner who's been waiting weeks for his garbage and recycling to be collected. Larry Graves said he's waited about a month for his recycling, and the last time his garbage was collected, January 15th. He knows because he says he's keeping track with a list.
It's aggravating, and it's disheartening. You know, you pay your taxes, then they don't want to do the work.
A Public Works spokesperson said that some of those cancellations were due to waste management staff members being moved to the snow team. Metro Public Works is urging city residents to download an app called Recycle Coach to receive notifications on your trash and recycling. You can also call 311. Police want your help finding the person who killed a woman in an early morning shooting today. LMPD said she was shot multiple times and later died at U of L Hospital. It happened in the parking lot of a business in an industrial park off Winstead Drive. That's near the Greenbelt Highway. If you have any information, you're asked to call that tip line at 574 LMPD. In Kentucky, if senators get their way, school administrators, their pay and training will be looking a lot different in the coming years. Senate Bill 2 and Senate Bill 4 both passed unanimously in the Senate Education Committee on Thursday there in Frankfort. Senate Bill 2 would prevent administrators, including superintendents, from getting pay raises at a higher rate than the average teacher. It directly targets hundreds of JCPS central office employees who were making over 6 figures. Senate Bill 4 would create a mandatory 5-year training program for new school principals. Those in support of Senate Bill 2 stressed the fairness for classroom teachers and transparency in pay decisions. Supporters of Senate Bill 4 pointed to research and experience showing strong school leadership improves teacher retention and student performance. There was no formal opposition raised during that hearing. Both bills now head to the full Kentucky Senate after that unanimous committee approval. A vocational program that has prepared thousands of Kentuckians to get a job in the tech industry is ending. Code Louisville cited an unstable economy and an oversaturation of qualified employees and, of course, artificial intelligence. The program's director, Brian Luhrman, said it's become untenable for Code Louisville to keep up with the unstable tech market. He estimates 5,000 people have already graduated the Metro government-funded program at the moment, and it's just too tough to get into entry-level jobs. While artificial intelligence growth is a factor, we are told it's not a widespread issue yet.
At the national level, it's still between 10 and 15% of firms that are reporting using artificial intelligence, so it's not really as widespread as you might think.
Sarah Erzman studied the Louisville labor market. She told us online job postings for IT jobs in Louisville have declined more than 70% just since the pandemic. The Kentuckiana Works job training program will teach its last class in August. A man accused of killing his girlfriend in Henryville, Indiana back in 2022 says another person was not properly considered as a suspect in the case. Brittany Bowman's boyfriend, Derek Pixley, was charged with violating the emergency order she had against him, and eventually Indiana State Police charged him with murder. Pixley's attorney is arguing a former confidential informant for the Clark County Sheriff's Office would have been questioned more as a suspect. The judge needs to rule on whether to release that man's file with the Sheriff's Office. The trial is scheduled for early March.